Good morning. You are the reason I am refusing to grow old. But on an occasion like this, I can't start any speech without appreciating immediately my brother, Dr. Charles Akon. You'll be surprised to know that I've known Dr. Akon for the past 20 years. If Dr. Charles was a lady, they would have been suspecting us. But even then, in this time and age, nothing is impossible. But just suffice to say that we are like brothers, okay? Yeah. I knew him when he was a country rep for a pharmaceutical company back in the days, and he did a very fantastic job. He's a great man, so let's appreciate him. Now, thanks to people like Dr. Chasakon, all the equipment you see in the various institutions, and especially what you are now going to benefit, I think his initiatives really have paid off. And it was due to perseverance. Otherwise, he would have given up on this equipment. It was giving him sleepless nights and headache, and it hasn't stopped yet. But he's a man who refuses to give up. If there's a word synonymous to perseverance, I think that name is Dr. Charles Akon. So I think we need to appreciate him for that.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed on the high table and also on the participants. Do I have your clearance to proceed? Okay. Professor Zakaria and I date back. We date way back. I've known him as a fine gentleman many years ago. We're just recollecting, like 25 years ago. And I was a young man, very active in my work, with a focus to achieving relevance, personal, family, and also corporate. I came from a very humble beginning, but one of the things I gained from my humble beginning was also purpose, integrity, hard work, and wisdom. So I realized that you can be anything if you choose to be, by the grace of God. And this is what Prof has approved. You know, many years ago, I used to walk into his office almost every evening at the old building, Ministry of Health. Mm-hmm. I was telling Fatih that you go there 10 p.m. Then Dr. Zakaria is there galloping through books, lot of papers. And I used to ask that, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing strategy. If you recall. And I used to wonder what strategy, because I didn't know what they were doing, the National Ambulance Service. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that, as I was sharing with Prof a few moments ago, we don't celebrate our own match. That's been a difficulty. I personally am having that challenge as well in my organization and in places that I've been. Over 25 years, we've been able to do so much that out of this country, I am personally recognized and the company is recognized. Last year, I was invited to accept an award as one of 50 CEOs, 50 black CEOs in the world. And I asked, I was telling Prof, I asked a simple question: is it time? Is it time to accept that award, knowing where we are coming from and the environment we are in? They wrote to me 3 times, I turned it down. But to my big surprise, whilst I was in Dubai, my sustainability manager told me that I've been awarded as one of the 100 iconic African leaders. And he has gone ahead to accept it. Also say, I've accepted it. I said to him, Mr. Okai, you are going to cause trouble for me, speaking the Ghanaian way. But truth of the matter is that I'm happy he did. I accepted it, and today is bringing me more profile. Let me tell you what I believe in. I believe personally in what I call leadership, quality, discipline, and productivity. And the company I manage and lead, Mangel Klicks, we believe in 5 things: quality, excellence, integrity, compassion, and empathy. This is also from personal philosophy and corporate philosophy. I'll give you 2 examples. I was telling Prof, my late mother died 2 years ago. And when she was just about passing, we had done everything we could do. And she needed ambulatory care. So I called the National Ambulance Service. Prof is at my call. I can easily pick the phone and call. Once he knows it's me, he'll pick. I believe so. I could call anybody from the top, but I called the system. I used the system. I called the normal line. And to my surprise, 7 minutes, they pick up my mother. Let's clap for the National Ambulance Service. This is my true certified story. I wrote it down. It took 7 minutes. They transferred me to somebody. First, there was a console. Sure. I didn't know you have all of that. Somebody picked up from the console. He said that he's picking it from Accra, and that you transferred me to Kumasi. And I was transferred to Kumasi. I was on the line. Someone took off. I could hear the person was rushing, because I've had the opportunity to be EMT1 in Georgia, USA before. So I knew the process. 7 minutes, my mom was picked up, taken to the emergency center, Confanoche, and my mother passed on in dignity. What somebody started, midnight, sweating, all of that today has given all of you job. That's the truth of the matter. Let's clap for him. So if I have to speak on Professor Zakaria, I can speak a lot, but for sake of time, I have seen how the system works out there. Especially in 1998, I was very sick at the workplace in the US. And I was rushed. I was at work working, vacation job. And then I have this emergency situation. They call an ambulance, and I was rushed to the clinic, and I had a minor surgery. I always ask myself, what if the ambulance service in America didn't work very well? I would be dead by now. When I left that facility, I took a decision that I will go into ambulance service, or I will do something to beef up the ambulance service anywhere I'll be. I came to Ghana, completed my school, and I found Professor Zakaria. And I said, this is the man. So I tried to be friends with him. He's a humble man. I don't know if you know him that much, but I do. He's a humble man. He will have time for you. Because at that time, the job I do, we pestered doctors. I was a medical representative. You will be at their door. We will stay there throughout the night just to get them. But he always had time for me and respect. So, Prof, I'm happy that Mangel Klicks, by God's grace, through the Ministry of Health, the Honorable Minister, His Excellency the President, and through all the protocols and departments we are working with, the procurement unit, the infrastructure, we are helping to bridge some of the gaps that would help advance your know-hows and your offerings. I'm also happy to report to you that we ordered very high-end quality, like you can see with the NASCO products and the monitors, the defibrillators. Some of them are state-of-the-art. For example, your AEDs are with iPads. There's none in West Africa. There's none. And we ensure that we go for that, even though for business purposes I wouldn't have. But because of my personal experiences, I said, no, I wouldn't want somebody to experience what I've experienced. The next thing is that for the continual training, we are going to support you with about 2 years continual training, even though it's not part of the contract. I've been able to negotiate with NASCO USA, as I speak, for the Chief Executive Officer, the Director of NASCO USA, to fly down to come and do training personally. And this we hope that we can do that in the Kumasi sector. So they will come here. Even if they are not able to make it on time, we'll go to your school, come over there or to Accra and get it done. But I want to share something that runs up our belief systems. Whatever we do, we call it enriching life together. If you do it and it helps you, tomorrow you will benefit from it. It may not be you directly. Like I said, my mother, I have not been sick and rushed by ambulance before here. But because somebody took a decision that no matter the interferences, the struggles, I'm going to work hard by the figures I've just heard. It was small before. It was very, very small. You come there, they don't even have cars and all of that. But I see the vehicles and I'm always like, hey, Professor Zakaria, he's done very well. Please, let's stand up and clap for him. To round up, I would say, because they said it's a remark, I want to keep it at that. I'm quite disciplined. We would support the Ministry of Health and the National Ambulance Service to meet your objectives, especially in the provision of these devices and also in the training tools that we've given onto you. I must say that we have had tremendous support by the Ministry of Health in getting the quality that we wanted to preach about. And we want to also thank the World Bank for the support to the government of Ghana, through which we were able to do what we are doing. I lastly want to thank my partners abroad. We have a company in Dubai, Mangel Klicks Dubai, which I use to procure all these goods from all over the world to come to Dubai and to come to Ghana. I thank the team out there for tremendous work done. I lastly thank the Ghanaian office, Mangel Klicks Ghana office, Engineer Harry. Let's stand and clap for you. For the World Bank project, he's our project manager, and this gentleman is courteous. He's a biomedical engineer. He knows his stuff, but not just that. He's a very courteous man. I've really enjoyed working with you, and I'm looking forward to working more with you. I also, just two people I'll name for sake of time. To my right-hand man, can you rise, please? Mr. Charles Boatin Okai. Mr. Okai has been with me for 7 years. Can we clap for him again? So, Mr. Okai, please don't joke with him with figures. He's an accountant by profession. So if you go figures, he can chew and repeat them to you. He's been tremendous. He was accountant. Now he's the sustainability and growth manager of our company. Because our company has now gone into other countries. We are now in Nigeria, Dubai, and we are now going into Botswana. And in doing so, we need people who are time-tested and trustworthy. And I have the HR also there and the entire team. I send you regards from our board. We are looking forward to working with the ambulance service more than this. And please, with the maintenance, do not hesitate at all to get in touch with us. We have engineers who are well qualified. We have our support system. And we are going to give you a toll-free number for which you will reach us in case you need help. Thank you very much.